Hi guys, this is Val from valkayink. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about some Blu-rays. First up, a very new favorite of mine. This is The Vampire Dies in No Time. And you guys might have seen I was tweeting about this back in the beginning of summer on my Twitter about it. But yeah, I really wanted this one to come out, and it did. And to my surprise, it was out, so I bought it right away when I found out, hey, there is a Blu-ray. Here is the inside art. Here is The Vampire Dies in No Time, disc 1 and 2. And here is the alternate back art. So as you can basically see from this art, obviously this is a gag comedy about a vampire and a vampire hunter hanging out together. I really like it. I kind of, God, it's so funny. The hunter hates celery and I do too, so he fears that. But this is just kind of taking all of the kind of mythos around vampires and vampire hunters and putting it into a show that just makes fun of it. You know, think of like Dracula, Dead and Loving It, and you know, other various movies like Love at First Bite, stuff like that. That kind of humor realm about vampires, but stuffed into an anime. This has a beautiful opening. This has one of the best, I think, first episodes in an anime that I've seen in a long time. It just sets everything up. There's a gorgeous castle, it gets destroyed, there's all sorts of wacky action. I can't help it, I just really like this. And of course, Tiny Best Boy is right here. He's a little armadillo. And I think it's so funny he has an armadillo. There's a Dracula movie that starts with armadillo in the beginning of it. I think that's why he's in there. But yeah, Vampire Dies in No Time. Highly recommend this. I'm looking forward to getting season 2. You can live back there, I think. Next up, obviously, I've been excited for this one. This is One Piece Film Red. This has one of the cool holographic covers that we seem to get with One Piece movies now. And I watched this also in the beginning of summer. I really enjoy this One Piece movie. I really, really did. Probably one of my favorites. There's so many layers to this. I can't even talk about it too much right now, because I want to talk about it more in a Valkay Chats episode, and I'm going to do that. But yeah, I think Uda is a fantastic character. I kind of like how we delve into her life as a creative and what that means to the world of One Piece. Just fun. Just really, really excellent music. So much so that I even went and bought the soundtrack to this one. Yeah, and if you have a cursory knowledge of One Piece, you can watch this. It's fine. You don't need to watch, you know, years and years of episodes of it. But yeah, I'll talk about that more. I just wanted to show you guys what the actual release looked like. It's good. It's very good. Speaking of movies we love, this is Violet Evergarden, the movie. I actually rewatched this online on Valentine's Day. It tells you guys how my Valentine's Day went. But yeah, this is one of my favorite movies. This one, however, I would say you have to watch all of Violet Evergarden. It just won't have the same punch if you go into this without that prior knowledge. But yeah, for a long time, I actually was gonna complain like, man, why isn't the movie out on Blu-ray? We really need it. I really want it for my set. And I have it now. Watched this twice already. Cried horribly both times, which means it's fantastic. So yeah, Violet Evergarden. Yeah, even if you're not the kind of person that wants to go own anime, just go watch this one online. It's all on there. I think it's a Netflix one. Speaking of crying, Gunbuster, the complete OVA series, also came in. Look at this lovely art. So yeah, as you guys saw in a previous haul, I bought the movie from Sentai, but I didn't want to watch the movie until I rewatched the OVA series, because it had actually been many years since I watched it. And I was always like, yeah, Gunbuster is good, Gunbuster is good. Rewatching it again, especially in this quality, Gunbuster's great, you guys. Like, if, here's a bigger shot of that art. If you guys like mech, if you guys like, Hideki Anno, if you guys just like a story that will dive into space and what it means to be a pilot, I mean, you have to get this. It's very, very good. I feel like I don't have to say that much for it. I mean, there's a reason it's as beloved as it is. There's a reason there's so many, you know, garage kits, fanfics, you know. People point back to this one all the time. There's actually going to be a Dub Talk episode if you guys watch Dub Talk here on YouTube. So, you know, tune into them for that coming up. Or maybe it's out. Depends how my editing goes. We'll see. We'll see about that. Oh gosh, moving right into classics yet again. Sailor Moon S, the complete 3rd season, is finally in my hands. And I'm very, very happy about that. These are the complete seasons. These are the ones where they did some tweaking with it, so the visuals look a little bit cleaner, like they cleaned up some of the renders. It looks great. It looks really, really great. I have not been keeping up with my Sailor Moon rewatch. But I'm the kind of person that, you know, wanted to pre-order it, make sure I have it in the collection because, you know, of the bits that I have been rewatching, like the movies, you know, I started Crystal last year. I still really love Sailor Moon, so yeah, again, big thumbs up recommendation for that one as well. Movies! So this is Miss Hokusai, and I've been meaning to watch this forever. So I finally got a copy. I think this was an eBay find. I think this was just a cheap, like, eBay pickup for me. That is shiny. There's my camera. There we go. So yeah, Miss Hokusai. I have not watched this yet, but this is about the daughter of the famous painter. And I've heard just from so many close friends, I think Taku even said, like, this is amazing, just make sure you watch it. So I have that now. Also on the you should watch it list, Goodbye Don Glees. The way I found out about this movie was mostly through Twitter. Like, they promoted this quite heavily, I think about a year ago, last summer maybe. Holy, that cracked really loud. Sorry, these are supposed to be very chill sessions. But yeah, Goodbye Don Glees. I also got this earlier this summer, and I was like, man, I'm so glad I finally have it, and I still haven't put it in to watch yet. But I did tweet about getting it. So, I think I got this at the same time as the Sonic movies, and I watched the Sonic movies first for some reason. Which, by the way, thumbs up, I like the Sonic movies. I think they did a good job. Moving on from that, this is The Essentials, The Melancholy of Harisuzia. This is seasons 1 and 2. And if you're wondering, like, why are you buying this? Haven't you already seen this? I have not actually seen this. I was around when it was the biggest thing possible. Boy, my convention days, when I used to go to conventions all the time, everyone was doing the dance. But you know what? I haven't had a chance to, like, sit down and fully watch it. I've only seen bits and pieces. And I think this was maybe a Right Stuff sale, like a Right Stuff, like, deal of the day. It was super cheap. It was like 14 bucks for 2 seasons. Maybe it was an Amazon deal. Either way, it's part of just, like, anime culture. It's part of anime history. It's part of my anime history. Oops, that's Gus back there. And, yeah, I want it. I want to sit down and watch it. Don't know when I'll get to it. It's kind of on the same list as, you know, K-On! And some other things that I picked up that I haven't been able to sit down and commit to, but I will. I always do. And let me put that one back there because there's still a couple more. Here is Tomorrow's Joe. So I showed you guys in a previous video that I got Tomorrow's Joe 2, and I said I'd get this one, and I did. And I was testing a Blu Ray player for my parents, and my dad recognized this. For those of you who don't know, it was my dad that kind of introduced me to anime. He showed me Speed Racer at a very young age and Samurai Pizza Cats. And it was from there on, I was a weeb. But yeah, I put this on and he's like, oh, it's Joe. And I was like, you know this? And he goes, yeah, everyone knows Joe. So there you go. Everyone knows Joe, or at least you should. And finally, this was just a very, very random pickup. I was at Half Price Books looking for anime as I do. Wasn't finding a lot, but then this really caught my eye. Robotics Notes. My friend Dylan of Dynamic Dylan fame, he told me that this was very good. There's not really much to say, because I don't know anything about it. I think this was based on a light novel series, or possibly it also got a game. But it's about this robotics club, so it's kind of got that school club feel while also still having like crazy mech stuff, and I think they battle their mechs, so that sounds right up my alley, and I would like to see that. So, bought this for real cheap, maybe $15, something like that. It's the complete series, and I'm really looking forward to it. So that, you guys, is everything. Everything Blu-ray-wise over the summer. Some stuff I've already watched many times, some stuff I still need to get to, obviously. But let me know in the comments down below, have you seen any of these? What are your thoughts and feelings? I know this is a lot of anime at once, but I really wanted this video to be really fun and jam-packed with good stuff. So, that is it for this one.